Deuteronomy 2. Israel wanders through the desert. Then we did what the Lord told me to do. We went back into the desert, on the road that leads to the Red Sea. We traveled for many days to go around the mountain of Seir. Then the Lord said to me, "You traveled around these mountains long enough. Turn north. Tell the people this. You will pass through the land of Seir. The land belongs to your relatives, the descendants of Esau. They will be afraid of you. Be careful. Don't fight them. I will not give you any of their land, not even a foot of it, because I gave the hill country of Seir to Esau to keep as his own. You must pay the people of Esau for the food you eat or water you drink there. Remember that the Lord your God has blessed you in everything you've done. He knows about everything that has happened on the trip through the great desert. The Lord your God has been with you these 40 years. You have always had everything you needed. So we passed by our relatives, the people of Esau living there in Seir. We left the road that leads from the Jordan Valley to the towns of Enoth and Ezion-Geber. We turned onto the road that goes to the desert in Moab. Israel at Ar. The Lord said to me, "Don't bother the Moabites. Don't start a war against them. I will not give you any of their land. They are the descendants of Lot, and I gave them the city of Ar. In the past, the Emtiles lived in Ar. They were strong people. And there were many of them. They were very tall, like the Intelielites. The Intelielites were part of the Rep people. Thought the Intelielites were also the Reptilielites, but the people of Moab called them Antilles. Then the Hortiles also lived in Seir in the past. Then Esau's people destroyed the Hortiles, took their land, and settled there, just as the Israelites did to the people in the land that the Lord gave them. The Lord told me, now go to the other side of Zord Valley. We also crossed the Zord Valley. It was 38 years from the time we left Kadesh Barnea until the time we crossed the Zord Valley, as the Lord promised. All the fighting men in our camp from that generation had died. The Lord had opposed those men until they were all dead and gone from our camp. After all the fighting men were dead and gone, the Lord said to me, today you must cross the border at Ar and go into Moab. You will be just across from the Amalekites. Don't bother them or fight them, because I will not give you their land. They are descendants of Lot, and I have given that land to them. The country is also known as the land of Rapin. The Rapatiles lived there in the past. The people of Ammon called them to the Zamtilites. There were many Rapatilites, and they were very strong and tall, just like the Antilites. But the Lord helped the Amtiles destroy them. The Amtiles took the land and live there now. God did the same thing for Esau's people in the past. The Hortiles lived in Seir, but Esau's people destroyed the Hortiles. And Esau's descendants still live there today. God did the same thing for some people from Creed. The Avilites lived in the towns around Gaza, but the Cretans destroyed them, took their land, and live there now, fighting the Amtilites. The Lord told me, get ready to go across the Arnon Valley. I will let you defeat Sihon, the Amalekite, king of Heshbon. I will let you take his country. So fight against him, take his land. Today I will make all people everywhere afraid of you. They will hear the news about you, and they will be afraid and shake with fear. While we were in the desert of Cadmoth, I sent messengers to King Sihon and Heshbon. The messengers offered peace to Sihon. They said, "Let us go through your land. We will stay on the road. We will not turn off the road to the right or to the left. We will pay you in silver for any food we eat or any water we drink. We only want to march through your country. Let us go through your land until we cross the Jordan River into the land that the Lord our God is giving us. Other people have let us go through their land. The people of Esau living in Seir and the Moabites living in Ar. But King Sihon of Heshbon would not let us go through his country. The Lord your God made him very stubborn and ready to fight. The Lord did this so that we could help you defeat King Sihon. And today we know that that is what happened. The Lord said to me, I am giving you King Sihon and his country to you. Now go take his land. Then King Sihon and all his people came out to fight against us at Jahaz. But the Lord our God gave him to us. We defeated King Sihon, his sons, and all his people. We captured all the cities that belonged to King Sihon at the time. We completely destroyed the people in every city, like the men, women, and children. We did not leave anyone alive, and we took only the cattle and the valuable things from those cities. We defeated the town of Ar on the edge of the Arnon Valley, and the other town in the middle of that valley. The Lord let us defeat all the cities between Arnon Valley and Gilead. No city was too strong for us. But you did not go near the land that belongs to the people of Arnon. You did not go near the shores of Jabbok River or the cities of the hill country. You did not go near any place of the Lord our God would not let us have. Thank you for listening to this chapter, and I'm sorry for having problems with some of the names, but God bless anyway.